Larry. Let's call him up. Here we go. Stand by.
Hello?
Larry.
Yes.
Hey, Larry. My name is Danny. I understand you have communicated with my partner, Todd, in reference to Garrett Road. Giving you a rent check for the next 15 years or so.
You know what? I'm too old to care.
Well, that must be wonderful.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what I was telling Todd that I was going to get an appraisal put in the building, and I sent a check and a contract into the appraiser last 72. I'm going to be 73. You know what? This is not what I want to be doing for the rest of my life.
Good for you.
We've owned the laundromat and the building for 52 years or somewhere around there.
So let us buy the building from you.
That's what I told Todd. He said, you said no.
I didn't say no. Look, here's the thing. We prefer leasing because of the obvious changes, let's say, in the market, right?
Sure.
Real estate goes up. Real estate, you've been doing this a while, so you get it. I don't need to explain that to you. Now, right now, we're not buying, but if you're being reasonable, maybe we work it out. And you say you're working on getting an appraisal.
Yes.
Perfect. An unreasonable sale would be someone that says, wow, it's worth $10 million because that's what I say. And you're not saying that.
That's what I told some other guy, and he didn't bite at all.
I like your style. I wish you were my uncle. I don't have any funny uncles.
You're out in Arizona?
No, we're local. I mean, I have a spread out there, yeah, but we are local. You can't run a laundromat remotely, unfortunately. We are.
I know.
Looking to build out. Yeah, so you operated the place. Look, we could talk all day about what it sounds like when a bearing job goes bad on a front loader. At the end of the day, here's what I want to make sure we both understand. You're looking for a reasonable price for the building. You're going to get back with us when we know what the bank is saying that price is, or a little pudding. But we don't want to buy the business from you. We don't want to add XXX because that is our MO. And that's what I told Todd. And that's what I want to convey to you, sir, that we're not looking to spend X for the building and X for the business, if that makes sense. We want to buy the building.
Perfect.
Good. When do you think they're going to get back with you?
You know what? They'll send people out into the field. They do research at the courthouse to get other property values that were sold and whatever other magic they do to come up with something. But for right now, I don't know.
Okay. All right.
I don't know.
Fair enough.
And I'm not advertising, and I was bowled over when Todd stopped me in the middle of the parking lot.
Well, our normal modus operandi is looking for laundries because the infrastructure is there. You know, cards on the table, the gas, water, electric, it's all been built out. Suddenly laundromats are this fantasy. Everybody wants to own one. People are knocking on doors trying to buy them. But the difference with us, I've been doing this for 20 years. I know that's not a long time, but I don't want to buy them, not at any price. Eventually they fail or they renew the equipment. There's one or the other. The third option is they go away. And that's fine too, because that elevates our locations. So I've got your number. You've got mine. You've got Todd's. At the end of the day, let us know when an appraisal comes in. And are you willing to carry any of this, or do we have to give you the bank's money?
It wouldn't be my preference. My preference is to cut it clean.
Okay, good. I didn't hear you say no.
You're right. You didn't.
Okay.
You didn't. But I have a strong preference.
Good. Strong preference. Well, we appreciate being the first right of refusal, et cetera, and maybe we'll go to the mattresses and talk real terms. Call me. Let me know. Send me a text.
Danny, thanks.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Well, there you have it. What a guy.
Awesome.
Have you done any
Yeah,
research on the building?
yeah, I've looked up tax records. Being commercial, there's not a whole lot comparison online that I can find, and some of the stuff I found it's just kind of all over the map. So
Yeah.
he told me last week, or maybe the week before, he was looking to get the appraisal. So I didn't tell him to go ahead, but he said he would do it. So okay. And just to clarify, what I told him was when we talked about this, you and I talked about this before initially. It was two separate things. We're going to go in and try and negotiate a lease, and the building type of thing would be separate. And that was the last thing I told him was, when you call him, we'll probably talk about just leasing and operating uh, the laundromat, and then the purchasing of the real estate would possibly be a separate thing. So that's good. Now that we're commingling it, we can maybe negotiate something better.
Yeah. Well, you have to be able to pivot. And
Right.
you told me you are willing to buy the building. You are looking for real estate. Great. He's a reasonable and I think funny guy. And those two things sometimes go hand in hand. And, he said, I don't want to lease it. I'm not looking to lease it. So I'm not going to go hammer that and say, well, that's the only thing that we do. I have some clients, frankly, that would be the option. Or get him to carry. He becomes the bank. There's really not a lot of paperwork there. You give him a chunk of money up front or not. There's much to do. This guy is probably intelligent enough to say, yeah, I'll be the bank. I'll take 8%. And if you don't give him anything up front, it's going to be more percentage wise, but use the money from the laundry to pay that down. That's the goal. And we know what he wants. Right. There's a physical change in the body when you become a certain, not the body, the mind. There in your physical gray matter, there's a change when you become a certain age. Isn't that fascinating? A physical change. Now that might impress you, but when I say there's a change in the gray matter when you reach puberty, that probably wouldn't impress you. Go, yeah, that tracks. Like that makes sense. Fascinating, because we went through puberty. We remember, like, my God, everything is changed from black to white. I mean, gray to look at that girl, and it happens twice in a human's life. And what I'm getting at is, I've known some highly intelligent folks that are on the ball and then suddenly they aren't. I've known some people that get scammed because someone calls them up and says they're their granddad or their grandson, and they believe it. And that's insanity. That they wouldn't have done that at 20, right? They'd be like, fuck you, hang up the phone. So in business, we've got folks like this gentleman who maybe he doesn't have any heirs. He doesn't have a wife who's going to take the mantle. And so he's like, no, I just want to get out of everything. So we need to help him do that as much as we can, right? Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he told me his wife, I think, just recently retired, so he's looking for this big lifestyle change. So this is a good opportunity, I think.
We'll help him do it. And it's a nice big store. I always twist the knife a little when I say, what it's like when a bearing job, because that's the biggest work you can do with a washing machine. It's tons of work. You got to pull the machine out. You got to do the thing. Really, it's just a pain in the neck. And it's sort of like talking about running a broom around the laundromat, something that he doesn't want to do any longer. He's done. He wants out. And you have to end the conversation with, we're not going to give you money for the laundry. So whatever the building appraises for, that's it. We shall see. We're counting chickens.
Yep.
Shirts laundered, pants. Did they like literally work in this place, or did his wife work in the place?
Nah, he happened to be there the day I was there. I think he's there just periodically. His brother is the one who maintains all the equipment. And he's just got contract employees who run kind of an outsourced dry cleaning business out of the back, and then take care of the laundromat.
I see these prices: shirt plain $4.95, shirt fancy $5.95, and ironically, the whole thing is in this disgusting brown paper in a 25-year-old plastic that does not really scream clean. And they don't see the
Yeah,
irony in that.
no, I got the woman behind the counter to, show me what they charge for the dry cleaning stuff, and she held up and said, "Can I snap a picture of that?" So
Yeah.
anyhow,
Anyhow is right.
it's
All right, we've got another chance for glory here, and we are going to call our friend Jim, if you're ready.
yeah, same kind of deal. This guy told me he's looking to retire and get out. He actually owns this little strip mall, so it's more than just the real estate's more than just the laundromat.
Okay.
But
well, that
we've been calling him
the difference is we're going to help you sell the strip mall. We're going to do that by putting a big, bright, beautiful laundry in there who becomes the anchor tenant. Again, all of these deals are different, but mostly what you are doing when you are negotiating is not robbing someone, not slitting throats. We're giving them what they want. That's the real, and you really are. That's the real genius in it. All right, let's call this fucker. Subscribe.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Danny D'Angelo, calling on some commercial space. We're interested in leasing. Call me back. It would certainly behoove you to do so. The only number you need. You can also text me. Thank you. Todd, God bless.
Hey, I got a question.
Yes.
I was going to put it in the comments. I'm live on YouTube. Hey, for the first year of operating a laundromat, what kind of time should I expect to be putting in? I'm trying to figure out what that looks like. I'm sure there's a ton of variables, but to get an idea, what does that look like?
Well, first of all, be realistic, right? I'm supposed to be a guru and I'm supposed to tell you that it's nothing, zero, it's an absentee business. That's not true. Show me an absentee business other than investments. That's not real. And many of those are going to involve your time. So you can go crazy. It's up to the you part. You can be in that store every day, overseeing everything. Personally, I was never like that. I probably could have earned more in each and every one of my locations if I did a little bit more of that. But that also leads into using contract attendants. Who's going to work better for your store? Someone who's doing as little as possible for a paycheck and every time you leave, they're happy? Or someone that when you show up, you're motivating them, you're elevating them, you're helping them to run their own business. Those are the differences. Everything that you do, your goal shouldn't be to get the hell out of the store. Your goal should be to make it run better when you are there, when you're giving it the old, your personal time. If you want me to give you an hourly thing, I can't do that. I can't do that. There's no way. But the less time you spend in the store, you need to be spending on the store. You've got to do advertising outside, even if it's guerrilla and free. You've got to do the coat drives and charity work. You've got to do all of that when you're not in the store. Because every time you roll in, you want that attendant, that human face that's the face of the store, to be happy and thrilled. Hey, we did well this week. How are we going to change this and that? You have that Monday meeting with them, and off you go. Because they're the ones that are sweeping the floor. And doing equipment maintenance on your store. That's very important early on. And if you're afraid to get your hands dirty, well, you're going to be paying somebody a lot of money to fix that equipment. And of course, when we retool and renew, we get the longest warranty that we can, and that stretches that. But if everything in your mind is, I don't want to spend my time here, that is going to help you to spend less time there. Understanding that you're not chalkboarding this out. Oh, gee, I have to be there for this and that. Collecting the money is the only thing you really must be present for. And that shouldn't scare you.
No, and none of that does. And I kind of expected that kind of answer. And that's just wanted the verification.
Well, you know,
Okay.
if I have a lovely couple in Florida, probably 15 years ago, signed a lease through me, came at me and wanted to buy a store. Every penny that they owned was going to go into the down payment on the laundromat. No dirt, no real estate, no nothing. They're going to be robbed. Okay. They're going to give every penny and then owe double that to this operator who's going to run away. They found me. They found back then it was a silly DVD. They watched it. They epiphany, right? We're not going to do that. Signed a lease. Well, they were semi-retired, and she went in and started working in the store. Happily started working in the store. So their wash dry fold has been great for over a decade. I recently talked to them, and she says, "Now I want to really retire." Okay, let's put a contract attendant. They're going to be signing a new lease. You know, it all changes. But for her, I couldn't talk her into leaving that store. There's no way I could have. Now she's learning how to bulletproof it. You know, it's not the same store when she leaves, and we know that. Likely but
Right.
she's handing over the revenue from the wash dry fold that she's built to a contract attendant. And it's hard. When you're doing a thing for that long, it's hard to walk away from that thing. But you have the knowledge and the understanding and the wherewithal to say up front, I'm never going to go in there and sweep the floors. Not that that's a bad thing. When you're sweeping floors, it's because the attendant didn't do it, and you go in there and they're like, "Oh, hey, let me get that." No, it's good. I'm fine. That's a fun hour where you spend in there cleaning the windows. Makes them realize.
Hey, I'm looking forward to that day.
Good. Well, keep after it.
In an odd way.
Yeah,
Yep.
very odd. All right, buddy.
Thanks, man. See
Ciao.
ya.
Well, here we are together again. You, I, me, they, them. Let's get to some queries, RQ, as the kids say. Mark says, please click that thumbs up icon. Why? What are you excited about? You over there plugging for Danny boy. Appreciate it. Hi, Danny. Score. Buying the building and built out laundry. Yes. Yes. Many of my clients tell me in no uncertain terms that they are interested in real estate, that they want to build on their real estate empire. And we use that as part of the negotiating process, as part of the wedge. Use it to our advantage each and every single time. That's not difficult to understand. And you saw that unfold like that with this particular gentleman. Oh, I don't want the laundry anymore. He's already realized after trying to sell it for years and years and years, that ain't going to happen. So sell the building. I'm all for it, as long as you purchase the building at or below appraised value, not some preposterous price. It's still a free laundromat, ladies and gentlemen, isn't it? By all rules and parameters of success, you are getting the business rights for free. And people, you know what? If you're a pauper and you love working your hourly job and tell yourself you don't shit on free laundromat.
Oh, you have to buy equipment.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you have to buy a building.
What do you want me to call it? Call landlords and beat them down and get the business rights at zerocost.com. That doesn't fit on a fucking business card. So it's free laundromat, like it or not. And it always will be. I see people as pikers when they complain about that, or they're on the forums and there's nothing's free. Get a fucking clue, okay? Nowadays, I've been doing this 20 years, and now there are people cropping up and popping up that are selling $5,000 courses in laundromats. They don't know shit about it. Go have a letter writing campaign. Come on. Come on. Give me a break. Dig deep into those folks. Give them $5,000 or $10,000 for their course. Please let me know what you find out. I don't know who Electric Marriage is, but she says, I was looking at a place in a really bad neighborhood. Why do I think it's a woman? I don't know. It's closed now. Reviews say attendant was robbed here before. Could this place in any way be worth the time or money? You're scared shitless. You think a laundromat's going to work well in Beverly Hills? No, they work well in Compton. You are not going to be robbed. You are not going to be in there working. Why were they robbed? What did they have? Is it real? Was the attendant actually selling drugs and got bonked over the head because of that? Look a little closer. That doesn't happen in laundries. There's no money to be had. You can't stop the knuckleheads no matter what. You can't stop the dipshits from doing dipshit stuff, laundry or otherwise. You're scared to death. You're looking at newspaper clippings and saying that you're not going to get wealthy because of that thing? Please. If you know me, Electric Marriage, you would have given us your name. Hi, this is Bob. Also, we love what you do. We will be your next customers. Laura asks, what is the best way to start? No question mark, a period. Scout area and then call you, or call you first? Listening to the DVD while at my day job. Please, don't. Do you have a DVD? Really? Or is it the course? Finish the course, then get on the telly with me, if that's what you want to do, okay? If, the operative word, if. I'm not here to sell you anything, Laura. Don't go scout, think you found a gem, and then call me. I'm going to help you with everything. Why not have me in your hip pocket? But finish the course first. We got a lot of plates spinning already. We don't know who Electric Marriage is. We don't know if Laura has a physical DVD or what's going on. Danny, Soroya here. Thank you, Soroya. I just finished the course and I'm ready to go. Please look out for my email. Okay, I will. Torek asks a question, Mr. Myers. Let's have a little fun.
Now, how did I know you was going to call me?
Because I'm always having fun. Your question on the YouTube Live is, hi, Danny, question. I don't know why you wrote that, but okay. I purchased the best DVD while ago. You haven't seen the course?
Yes, I've completed the course.
Okay,
We had
but
we called a couple.
You said,
Go ahead.
but you
Go
said
ahead.
you said DVD. So when you say DVD,
Oh yeah.
you mean
Well,
streaming?
no, just the DVD, and that they come in the case in the mail. I didn't get that far yet.
Okay. Well, we're going to send you the course. It's one.
Okay.
The DVD was 3 hours on discs that you have to be in front of your television to watch, and the course is 101 hours of content. Okay, with comment sections where you're dealing with other students and clients, me interacting with you. Some people don't want to talk to me on the telephone for whatever reason. All of that is in there. Quizzes, lots of fun. Now, let's get on with the rest of it. We had a couple of calls to landlords that didn't come to anything. Okay, I've been scouting and need to know if any original consulting fee is dated. Okay, let me ask you a few questions. When did you and I work together? How many months ago was it?
It's been years, Danny.
How many years has it been?
I wanted over at least 10. At least 10.
At least.
Let me see if I can pull something up.
10. Nope. No. We're trying to prove a few points here. Number one, I have saved your telephone number. You knew it was me when I called? Or did you lose my
No,
number?
I saw. Well, I'm watching it live. You know, you still on my phone. I'm watching it live, and when I see you bring a question, you reach for your phone. I say you finna call me.
Okay. Now,
Let me see.
it was 2013.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So
20.
11.
Yep.
How
You
how
see it right
old's
here.
your oldest?
She is 18. She'll be 19 next month.
So when we worked together, she was 11, 7 years old.
Sound about
7-year
right.
old, her, versus the
Yep.
18-year-old,
Now she.
her. Now that's just allowing you to trigger in your mind how long it has been. Now let me give
It's
you
been a
the
long time,
opportunity
Danny.
before the internet jumps down your throat. Let me allow the internet to give you the opportunity to answer the question, what do you think? Do you think that after, and I don't know what happened, don't want to know. I don't know where you moved to. I don't know about your divorces or your prison time. Don't want to know. In what universe has all of these things changed, yet what are you really asking me? Come on. How much was
I'm being
gasoline in
scouted.
2013? How much was a gallon of fucking gas? Let's just do that. Can't you just go to the gas station and say, hey, man, you know what? I haven't driven my car in 13 years. I haven't driven it in 13 years. Give me the sale
Daddy.
price of the
Oh,
gas
come on,
from the day.
man.
You asked the
No, I did.
question.
I
I'm just
did.
trying to give you the best answer I possibly can.
I know. That's the best answer right there.
When someone like me has been consulting and working with people for as many as 20 years, right? I have to
Right.
draw standards and lines, and it has to be obvious. And you, my friend, let me guess, you've never consulted with anyone else. You've never given a
Absolutely
dime to
not.
a consultant. I'm just guessing.
Absolutely
Some
not.
people are serial guru folks. Some people are out there buying every book they can get their hands on, spending tens of thousands of dollars on courses. I talk to them, I consult with them. And they say, oh man, I get all this money
Absolutely
to
not.
this guy and that guy, and it all came to
Absolutely
nothing.
not. Absolutely not.
What do you expect of me? What I will do for you, I'm not going to let you answer that. What I'll do for you, I will send you an email because you chose to jump on a live and ask the question. I just figured, let me see. I have 2 phone numbers for you. One of them disconnected, the other one works. And that's the way the
Right.
Danny do.
Right.
If I have your number,
Right.
I save your number. Here's someone asking
Yep.
what happened. What do you mean?
You said that.
Ruben, what do you mean? What happened? Oh, Torek says me. Dude, you're doing 3 things at once. Hit him, not me. He wants to know if I fucked you. What did I do wrong? Nothing.
Absolutely not. Oh
Okay.
man, Danny's the best.
Well, all right.
Danny the best. That's why I'm still. That's why I'm still around. Dan. I don't do no one else. All the other bullshit that's on YouTube, I'm like, there's only one way. I tell them, like, I say, you don't never buy a laundromat. What you mean? Just like what I mean. You never buy a laundromat.
So Torek,
Never.
I like your style. I always have. Here's the difference. You, again, I'm not asking. I don't want to hear the personal stuff. It's not really appropriate. But for whatever reason, 11 long years go by, right? And
Yeah.
you jump back into the fray. You start watching Danny.
Yep.
Things have changed. I don't do monthly webinars anymore. I still do live
Right,
appearances.
you do monthly webinars, right.
I still do live appearances. But mostly what I do is this. We turn landlord calls into an hour-long thing a couple times a week, right? I'm showing the processes.
Right.
It's just become more streamlined for me. Also, I have since sold my entire empire. And so not only do I have my fingers in the pie at this point, I'm a different animal now than I was. I know how to take an exit. I also am talking and discussing and looking at the photographs and having the discussions with more landlords, and I have my fingers in the pie have more laundromats than anyone on planet Earth. I think you understand that. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is.
Absolutely.
What I will do with you, I will happily send you an email. I'm going to give you the course. I want you to go into it. I want you to peer back in time because your DVD player done broke and it's probably in the fucking trash. Watch the course. You're
No, I
going to
still got a
see
lock and center.
inside of the course, you'll see what my fees and services are and what they cost.
Okay.
You still have
Okay.
my number, and that doesn't change. My consultation has never had a time limit. I've never told any client,
Okay.
okay, well, gee, I'm not going to call. I could have clicked on your comment and said delete and be done with it. But that is not me, sir. And you know that about me.
Yes, sir.
So
Absolutely, Danny. Absolutely.
send me an email. Don't make me do shit. Send me an email.
Oh, absolutely.
You can respond to any of my newsletter emails, and I'm going to write back and give you the link to the course. Go in the course. See what a gallon of gas costs today. Okay?
Ooh.
And what I'm going to do for you, not anybody else, not anyone that's listening to this, no one else, but for you. What I'll do for you is I will subtract your fee from the day to my current fee if you wish to move forward. If, the operative word is if. Okay?
Absolutely.
Okay?
Absolutely. That's why we're on the call right now.
Okay. I appreciate you. Say goodbye.
Thank you, Danny.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, I'll email you.
Ciao. You know, if I didn't know better, I was walking through Walmart the other day. Yeah, I like to shop at Walmart. Shelly won't go in the place. And there was some lady yapping at an employee, and then the lady walked away. And I'm walking by, and I said, be a great job if it wasn't for the customers. And the Walmart employee didn't even laugh. Like, he didn't get it. He couldn't understand the grace of that joke, the irony of that joke. Goes for all of you. Patty Boy from Philly here. Oi, Patrick. Laura, great, thank you. Typing from iPhone. Real person here. And yes, I bought the course. Thank you, Laura. Taking a real risk, aren't I? What do I mean? In my live chat, show me other laundromat fake gurus that are out. Sorry, I'm not a faker. Show me laundromat fake gurus that are out there who do these lives. They don't have chat open. They have moderators. They have people in the background that are going, oop, delete, oop, delete. It's fun. I mean, you watch them live and you see, hey, why'd you fuck me? Hey, I want my money back from that course you sold me that said to send a letter. It's horrible, man. When I decided to do this, it wasn't to make money. You understand? It was to take those types of people and expose them. Do you get that? I think you do. And those of you that work with me do get it. And I know you don't understand how YouTube works any more than you understand how the local radio station works, nor should you. But when you have moderators, or you can go in and even moderate words so that your chat will be clean of things you don't want to talk about. Yeah, they know who they are. And my editor is the one who tells me about all this stuff. Just finished the course. I'm ready to go. Look out for my email. Well, send an email. Shit. I'm on here with you. I can't really look at the email. Alex, have you ever had two of your clients scout the same location? What happens if someone hires you to negotiate on a location someone else has already hired you for? I have tons of systems in place that if that happens, and sure it's happened, if it happens, I know about it. We use a real live document, a Google document, and you put certain keywords in there in the address, and I see if I've ever had any experience. What if Torek looked at an address and then you put it in front of me 13 years later? What should I do? Just be realistic, because I am in this. Alex, that is your fear for not moving forward, because you know what's 3 blocks away? Another shitty laundromat. And 3 blocks from that, another shitty laundromat. Andres, for whatever reason, says checked in. Ruben asks, what happened? Because he wants him to scream about whatever I did wrong. People give up. And then Laura's telling him to buy the course. I'm giving him the course. He's got the DVD. And that's not a normal thing because he's coming back to, for whatever reason, he's coming back. And there's his email right now. Vic says, Danny, want to thank you. I'm not in the laundromat business, but you popped up about a month ago. The value you've given me for my other businesses is insane. Thank you, Vic. I mean that sincerely. Thank you for taking the time to write that comment. I've heard that a lot from others. And I can only assume that for your taking the time to write that comment, there are others who never do. So thank you. I have tons of shit to do. I appreciate each and every one of you. Got a couple emails to send. Look, if you're new to this channel and you're trying to figure out your way through whether or not you should own a laundry, don't spend any money. Go watch my live long form videos, just like this one. Watch those. Some people put in an earbud and they listen to them. It's fine. It's not that entertaining other than my goofy faces. Watch those until you make up your mind, is this something you want to do? And if that's the case, then get the silly course. Ciao, ciao.